So, what did you hear, or what did you share? Let's hear a couple stories, real quick.
I heard people that were looking for a coach,
Okay.
and so they were searching for a first funnel or something
Okay.
like that, or another webinar,
Okay.
and they really wanted one-on-one coaching.
Okay, coaching. This is huge. Now, here's the thing with coaching. More coaching. That was an amen to coaching. Gabe?
What's that?
What was yours?
Same thing, probably the number one thing, it's not about the money, it's
Yeah.
about how you're going to show me how to get this done.
Okay, this is huge. And this is the fundamental difference when somebody joins me and says, you know, I've been in insurance sales for years. I've been in real estate sales. I'm like this. It's apples and oranges. This is not sales. This is leadership. It's selling your leadership. Okay, now get this implanted so deep in your subconscious that we are not selling. Because I had a friend who spent some time with me and he heard me on the phone a little bit. And he said, you know, you don't even sound really nice to these people. You know, because he's like, aren't salesmen supposed to be like, you know, kind of like winning them and, you know, like glad, happy and all this stuff. And like, you know, what these people really need is they're looking for a leader, and they've got so much BS in how they're thinking right now that they had to have corrections, or I'm doing them a disservice even if they bought from me. Because if somebody joins you with false expectations, because you glad, you know, whatever them, in cajoling them, you try to win them to your team, and then they join, you haven't done anything for them. It's about mindset, because what we're about is really, most people buy to become entrepreneurs. Some people buy because the product pushes them over the edge. You know, okay, it's a great product, so now I get to be an entrepreneur with a great product. But what they have to understand is it's entrepreneurial coaching. And so if you see yourself, now imagine if you came from a mindset of this. The master's business degrees cost $40,000, $50,000 to get a master's in business so they can go out and get a job and work themselves to death and never have time, freedom, or money. But if you see that for $3,095 somebody can join you and you'll actually show them cutting edge, street smart, entrepreneurial stuff for free, really, if they buy a $3,000 product that's worth every penny, doesn't that give you that's my interior posture, just so you know. So that's how I'm feeling. So you know how everybody throws think how much people spend, and I'm not against college, but think how much people spend on college with the ultimate goal to make money. I mean, that's the driving thought. So my thought is, gee, let's just get to the money. We can do it a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? So when you come with an interior posture of a professor, and that's pushing it a little bit, but see yourself as an internet professor or an entrepreneurial coach, a lifestyle leader, and totally take yourself out of like you're trying to sales this guy. Like I had a guy who was a multiple six-figure earner. He consulted for Fortune 500 companies, the whole thing. I just talked to him a couple days ago. And he was looking at joining with a teammate of mine. I did a three-way call with him. And he said, you know, I want to do this, and I'm thinking of I'd like to add this other business opportunity, another high-ticket business opportunity to me at the same time. And he was giving me his lofty plans, and he's never done anything online. And I said, John, can I be candid, and can I shoot with you right now, like straight as an arrow? And he said, absolutely. So you got to get that permission. Can I coach you right now? And I said, John, you don't have any business talking about multiple streams of income right now. You don't even know how to market anything. You don't know how to market an ebook. So even though it looks good on paper, like communism does, in the real world right now, we got to get you in, and we got to get you focused, because your corporate clout vanishes the second you enter my world. It just doesn't count. Like none of it. It doesn't count at all. None of it. Isn't this powerful? This is what this guy needs to hear. And when he comes in, he might be an animal. But if I was like, you know, I could have played the, I know you're good. I could have like blah 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 schmoozed him and said, yeah, I do the multiple streams and it'll be great. I could have given him a big piece of crap, right? And maybe he would have bought on the spot. But I really did shake him up, and I completely challenged his truly false assumptions. That wouldn't have worked. His theories wouldn't have worked, and I know it for a fact. So I came at him like that, and do you see the difference? The 180 total difference than oh, I got this guy who's a corporate guy. Now he's got a lot of money to market. I mean, he could be a great asset for my teammate. He has a big, he wants to make a multiple six-figure income. He could do a lot of things, but he was just totally he was in a fairy tale, thinking that somehow corporate clout somehow translates, or previous success somehow. We're just all strangers online, right? So we are all starting, and here's the beautiful thing for a 23-year-old from Pennsylvania. That means you can compete with this guy. Isn't that awesome? That is free enterprise. What's your first name? Joey. I was going to say Joey. I mean, Joey's brand new, 23 years old, and he can compete with Mr. Six-Figure Pride guy over there and actually kill him, make way more money. This is the beauty of capitalism in our country. Gives me goosebumps. So seriously, this is powerful stuff. And when you're thinking at this level and you're getting it, I mean, is everybody getting kind of what I'm saying? Kind of picking up what I'm laying down here, raising the roof. Yeah. It's not even hype. It's totally true. And a lot of the reason the young guys are coming in and kicking it over the old guys is the old guys think that somehow it counts that they were rich at one point. It doesn't. And it's humbling. It's humbling to realize that nothing counts anymore. All my brilliance in the past and all my schmoozing, it doesn't count at all. I made Visa $7 million over 10 years. It doesn't count. Nothing counts. And that's hope for the newbie, is what that is. So, I'm on a tangent. I've never even thought of these thoughts till today. Okay, so you paid, we were at something of why somebody paid. But anyway, let's get another one. Oh yeah, leadership. That's the whole point. It's, if you can, see, because scarcity, you got scarcity and abundance, right? So you want to be thinking abundance, but in reality, while you're thinking abundance, realize that leadership is a scarce resource.